How to ride accurate 20-meter circles in the short court of a dressage ring. So that is a 20 by 40 meter arena as opposed to 20 by 60. And this is harder than it seems. I always ride in a full court, and so when I came up here today, it took me a little bit of figuring out to find the touch points for my 20-meter circles. Hello everyone, I'm Amelia. I'm doing a video today in the short court of a dressage ring. So that is a 20 by 40 meter arena as opposed to 20 by 60. Today we are talking about riding accurately to improve your scores. This video is in partnership with Eventing Nation. I know all of you eventers, a lot of times you have to ride in a short court, and sometimes it can be really hard to ride accurate figures, and you're probably losing a lot of points. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is how to ride accurate 20-meter circles. And this is harder than it seems. I always ride in a full court, and so when I came up here today, it took me a little bit of figuring out to find the touch points for my 20-meter circles. I'm going to start with a 20-meter circle at C. So since it is a 20 by 40 meter arena, your 20-meter circle at C is going to be exactly half the length of the arena. So you're going to be crossing the center line right at X, and it's really important that when you're riding your circle that you don't have any straight lines or bumps. You really want to have your circle be round shaped. Okay, so the circle in the middle at B and E, the 20-meter circle, that is where it gets a little bit tricky. To do a 20-meter circle in the middle, you need to be 10 meters from C. So it's going to be 6 meters to G, plus another 4 meters is going to give you 10 meters, which means that when I'm crossing the center line here, I'm looking at the middle of this rail. So let me try to ride an accurate 20-meter circle. See, I'm a dressage rider and I still don't know how to ride an accurate 20-meter circle. I feel like it's harder in the short court. Let me know if you identify. Okay, so touch the rail here. I'm 4 meters to the inside of D. I'm looking for E, and then I'm looking for the next touch point, which is 4 meters to the inside of G, and then I'm looking back to B. Okay, I think we got that mastered. But it's super important to know your touch points because the judges are like super picky about that in dressage. The reason that the judges are so picky about it is because it tells them whether or not your horse is on the aids. So now I'm riding my 20-meter circle at A. So I'm going to touch the rail at A. I'm going to leave the rail. I'm going to touch the rail after K. I'm going to leave the rail. And then I'm going to look for X, touch the rail at X, and then leave the rail. So that's the first thing, is accurate 20-meter circles. The second thing, so a lot of times what we see with 20-meter circles is that people make this middle circle way too big. So a lot of times people will go all the way out here to G, and then to B, and then all the way out to D. So this you can see is more like an oval. That is not an accurate 20-meter circle. And this is one of the big pet peeves of the judges, is if they see you making like a giant oval like this, they are going to mark you down. So make sure that you really ride, this is a correct 20-meter circle now, 4 meters to the inside of D, touch the rail at E, and then 4 meters to the inside of G. So the other thing that's really important when we're talking about accuracy is riding correct diagonals. And since you're in a short court, your diagonal is a little steeper. So you have to turn a lot steeper at K to get across the diagonal straight to M. So just be aware of that if you're used to riding in a full court at home and you know that at the show there's going to be a short court, you've got to think about look up, turn sharper to get on to your diagonal line. The other thing that's really important that I see a lot is that it's very important that you touch the rail before you go across the diagonal. So a lot of people I see, like, they do this. They just don't go into the corner at all, and then they get to the rail super early. So that's a very inaccurate diagonal, and you're going to get marked down for that. So it's extremely important that you touch the rail, you turn on the diagonal line, you go straight to F. Good boy. Ride from letter to letter. And honestly, looking up is probably the biggest secret to riding accurately. So if you're an eventer, you're a jumper, imagine that there's a jump on the line and you've got to really look up and see your distance as if there were a jump on that line. Good boy. So I hope you enjoyed me getting a geometry lesson. I hope you learned a little bit about the geometry as well. Again, it's super important, all of these details, to help boost your dressage score, and it's not that hard to do. It's just a matter of studying, understanding the geometry of the arena, and then really looking up during your test and riding from letter to letter. So I hope this video has helped you, and thank you to Eventing Nation for partnering with me on this video. Also check out the description. There's a bunch of free resources to help you, and I post a new video on my YouTube channel every single Wednesday, so to be sure to hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and we'll see you soon in some more videos.